In this video, I'm gonna explain you how we can check the consistency of the metadata for the target area. That's called TMM minus CHK check. Okay, it's part of the BI data lake, the target roadmap. So in the first part, we created the Powerpack metadata. Now, in the Powerpack tables, export them from them to an Excel sheet and import them back. But if I think we are ready to generate the DDL and the ETL, we check the consistency for it. We're gonna look at this, an example of this check. So if we want to check the metadata for the target area, we can say start a Python script in the target area tmm_check. And what is he now gonna do? He is reading and checking all the consistency of the tables of it. He's running the script and we're gonna look in detail to it, what he did with it. Okay, now he's ready. We're gonna look. What did he did? We start in this one and he's first gonna check the dimensions. With the Tmm-Chk target management pie, he's connecting to the SQLServer database in this time, but that can also be Snowflake or PostgreSQL or Oracle, and he is creating an error table for specifying the detailed error records. So he did that, and he is checking all kind of tasks. Is there a primary key available? History, yes, no. Source area, the alias, the upper columns, not nil columns. And he checked all those tasks. Within those tasks, he checked everything. And he said there are 0 records inserted into the error table. So that's okay. The dimensions are okay. Then he's going to the dimension attributes. The same, he's creating an error table, ppk$e underscore ppk underscore target dimension attributes, and he's doing the task for checking the dimension attributes. The key, the foreign keys between the dimension attributes and the dimensions. The source tables, are they available in the database? Source attributes, are they available in the database? History, yes or no? Attribute unique, yes or no? The data type, is that possible in the database? He's looking for if the columns are in uppercase, if they are specified, if they're really filled, which are necessary. Is there a unique key available? Is the source area value okay? So everything he checked, and he said there are 4 errors, 4 records which are not uh, not correct. So, and they are inserted in this one. We're going to look at it later. So he's going on with the facts. He is creating the error table for the facts. He's checking all kind of things. The primary key, the aggregation key, is that yes or no? The load strategy, is that okay? Source area, the alias, is it a maximum of 4 characters? The not null columns, the upper columns, so everything in the fact is okay. 0 records inserted into this error table. Then the same for the fact attributes. Yeah, creating this table, checking all the rules, and if there are failures, he's inserting the errors into the error table. The same for the fact foreign keys. He's creating the error table. He's checking for the foreign keys. Is there a primary key available? Are there foreign keys? Is there a good relation to the facts? Is there a good relation to the dimensions? Is everything specified in uppercase? Are the mandatory columns filled? Is the source table correct? Is he available in the database? Is there an attribute available in that source table? And is the source area ready? So everything is okay. 0 records inserted into ppk_work in the error table. Then for the partitions, the same, and for the target data stores. Yeah, doing the same, creating the error table, checking everything, and put the records into the error table, and then the data store attributes. Okay, then it's ready. If we're going to look into the database, we saw that all the errors are inserted here into the error table. But there's one table more. If we're going to look in the table, ppk_check tables, then we can see an overview of the errors. Yeah, if I do an order by the session number descending, then we can see, okay, that session number 2048 in task 8. Yeah, it's for the schema for checking the data store attributes, and there is a constraint called the data type is the check, and it's checked on this date. It got 8 errors. So there is something wrong with the data store attributes, an unknown data type. And also for the dimension attributes, the unique key is not good for those dimensions. Yeah. So if we want to look, for example, for those dimension attributes, we can go do a select from ppk_work and go to the error table. Select the error tables, and then we can see in default every record which was wrong. So we specified here for this one, there's one error count for unique key and 1 and 3 for the source attributes, so in totally 4 errors, and those 4 errors for records which are wrong are shown here. Yeah, so 3 for the source attributes and 1 for the unique key. And you can see here the constraint type, it's a check constraint, it can also be a foreign key constraint or primary key constraint. There is an error, the error message this, and you can see exactly what is available. So there is a table called dim_test, which has not a unique key. And for the other, the source attributes, yeah, he says, okay, this one has to be available into the BI data lake or uh, the data warehouse. Yeah, and as you specify here, the source attribute is extra name. So those things are wrong because they are not available. Yeah, okay. What we have to do, we have to modify it in the Powerpack tables or in the Excel sheet, import them back and do the check again. If everything has 0 errors, okay, then it's 100% good to generate the DDL and the ETL for it. Okay, that's how this works. Yeah, so starting the Python script, target Tmm-Chk, check them into the ppk check tables and into error tables till everything is okay for generating the DDL and the ETL. Thank you for watching this video and see you back in one of the next videos where we're gonna generate the DDL and the ETL for the dimensions, the facts and the target data stores.